Next we have the exercise, which is about a loud explosion and its effect on the hearing loss. So we know that loud explosions, they can cause acute hearing loss in individuals. So in this case, a loud explosion occurred in a town, and hearing loss was measured among individuals living in a town affected by an explosion. And measurements were taken from individuals living within 0 to 1 kilometers radius of the site of explosion, and those living within 1 to 2 kilometers radius of the site of explosion. So now we have two groups of individuals, so we have to find out if the degree of hearing loss is same in individuals from both groups. So in this case we have two groups of individuals, two different groups of individuals. The observations are not repeated, the observations are independent, and one group of individuals are those who are close to the site of explosion, and the other group of individuals are those who are slightly away from the site of explosion. So we have these two groups, and we want to see that if the hearing loss is same within these two groups of individuals or no. So we are going to apply the t-test for independent means, because these are independent observations and these are taken from two different groups. These are unpaired or unmatched observations. And here we are with the observations, and in the green boxes or green columns we have the observations taken from individuals living within 1 kilometers radius of the site of explosion, and in the blue boxes we have the hearing loss measurements taken from individuals who are living in within 1 to 2 kilometers radius of the site of explosion. And in the pink boxes we have the number of individuals, the serial number of individuals. So here you can see that we have 50 individuals from group number 1. So we have 50 observations from group number 1, and these are those individuals who are living within 1 kilometers radius of the site of explosion. And then we have another 50 observations, and these are from the individuals of the second group and individuals living within 2 kilometers radius of the site of explosion. So we have 100 observations, and these 100 observations, they are into two groups. They are from two groups, and each group is having 50 observations. Right. So this is the data that we have, and we have to apply what kind of test? We have to apply the t-test for the unpaired or unmatched observations in this case. So here we are with the descriptive statistics. So we have the first column for individuals within 1 kilometers, and we have the second column for individuals within 2 kilometers. So the number of individuals that are taken observations from in the first group are the 50 individuals, and the same number of individuals are from group number 2. And the mean hearing loss is 50 decibels from individuals living within 1 kilometer radius of the site of explosion, and the mean hearing loss value is 31 decibels for individuals living within 1 to 2 kilometers of the site of explosion. And then the standard deviation is 4.8354 decibels for individuals living within 1 kilometers, and 5.9616 decibels for individuals living within 1 to 2 kilometers radius. And then the variance values, and the variance values are 23.3813 for individuals living within 1 kilometers radius, and 35.5408 decibels for individuals living within 1 to 2 kilometers radius. So here we are with the descriptive statistics, and now we have to apply the t-test for independent means on these observations. So our exercise number 4 is also about the same scenario in which the effects of the loud explosion on hearing of individuals is being observed. So hearing loss was measured among individuals living in a town affected by a loud explosion, and measurements were taken from both ears of individuals living within 0 to 1 kilometers radius of the site of explosion, and find out if the degree of hearing loss is symmetrical among both ears of individuals or no. So in this case we have one group of individuals, but the observations are repeated, and the observations are paired observations, to be precise, that two observations are taken from each individual. So these individuals, all of them, they live within 0 to 1 kilometers radius of the site of explosion, and they constitute a single group. and the observations are present in pairs. So a pair of observation is taken from each individual, so therefore this data qualifies for the t-test for dependent means, or the t-test for the paired or the matched observations. So we are going to apply this t-test on this data. And here we are with the observations. So in the green columns of the green boxes, we have observations taken from the right ear, and in the blue boxes or the blue columns, we have the observations taken from the left ear. And in the pink boxes, we have the number of individuals. So you can see that there are 100 observations, and these observations are taken from 50 individuals. And these observations are paired. So 39 and 38 decibel is one pair of observation taken from individual number 1 from both ears of the individual. So here we are with the first 17 individuals, the paired observations taken from 17 individuals. These are the paired observations taken from another 17 individuals, and these are the paired observations taken from 16 individuals. So are these three different groups? No, these are not different groups, these are same group. So this is a single group, and we are going to apply the t-test for matched observations, because the observations are obviously different. The observations are paired. The observations, they are from the right ear and the left ear. So now I'm not going to solve the exercises in this tutorial. Why? Because you don't do it yourself, I know. So you have to do the exercises yourself, and I'm going to send you the link for Google Forms, and you have to upload your results onto that form, and you have to answer simple questions that will be asked on that Google form. So you have to do the exercises yourself, and you have to share the results with me. And I'm not going to give the details here right now, but in the class, when we have the question answer session, we are going to discuss the details, that how the exercise was solved and what are the correct answers. But you have to do this exercise yourself, and then we are going to discuss this exercise, right? So for every exercise, what you have to do is, and you have to formulate a research question for that, right? So you have these state of affairs with you, and you have to formulate research question for each of these exercises. And then you have to define the type of t-test to be performed and why, right? So you have to give the reasons that why you're going to perform this type of the t-test. And then you have to state the null and alternative hypotheses for your t-test. And then you have to apply f-test if applicable, and you have to apply f-test with proper protocol, by stating proper null hypothesis and by stating proper result, right? So you have to apply the f-test as well if it is applicable. And you obviously have to calculate the t-statistic. You have to define the degree of freedom, that what is the degree of freedom for your specific exercise. And in the end, you have to document your results. So write down your results in a scientific format. So this is what you have to do for each of the exercises, and you don't have to solve these exercises on, or you don't have to type them on the Word document. You can just solve them on paper and take the pictures of that paper and send it to me. But the thing is that you have to do it. You have to do these exercises so that you are prepared for your exams. Okay, and these exercises are also important so that you have a complete understanding of the concept, the principle behind each kind of the statistical analysis that you do. Alright, so this is it for today, and this lecture is not lengthy, and the reason is because you have to solve the exercises. So come prepared in the class with these solved exercises.